And howdy, Neff, how goes?
Not bad. How are y'all today?
Yeah, here, present and accounted for.
Yeah,
Okay.
a guy I was working with at the ramp build today was like, when I asked him that question, he goes, "I'm alive." And I found out he spent some time in the ER the night before for like something in his back. So
Oh man, yeah.
I guess going to the ER because your back hurts real bad got some potential bad things, but that's just still no fun.
Yeah, still no fun. It might be. It's not the trip to the ER so much as I'm alive but regretting it. Thank you back.
When he gets the bill, you mean?
Yeah, that too.
How is Eric today?
It was okay.
Oh, that's good. I hear y'all been playing a lot of champions lately. I don't know if all of you are.
I think there are four. Well, actually, maybe all five. Um, the only reason that Ashlyn wasn't involved with this, will not be involved this upcoming Sunday, is because she's working. But I think she's pretty much interested in playing whatever the group's playing. I think. But this actually got Griffey and Chris Meek's attention, both of them being superheroes fans. So we'll see. I think it'll be fun.
I got courage. Uh, Curious, checked the Steam store to see if they still had City of Villains, City of Heroes. I guess it was a little sad.
You kind of broke up there. I think you were talking about the City of Heroes.
Yeah, I was checking if they existed still.
Nah,
But they don't.
not for a long time.
Ooh, they were kind of fun.
Yeah, there were. I enjoyed those.
I got to say, my favorite thing was the masterminds and the villain side. You just had your
Mm-hmm.
team of robots you went around with, or whatever you had. But I had robots. They were great. Kind of miss rolling around and had the ultimate moving fortress. I had all this. I don't remember what they were called. The things you prove yourself with were all like increased shields and stuff. And like I had group fly,
Mm-hmm.
so I could turn on group fly, and me and my 5 robots would lift off the ground, and the dome became a bubble. As we slowly moved through the sky with them just blasting the crap out of everything. Usually ineffectually, but they also could do nothing to me. So it was just kind of funny.
No, that is pretty cool. Hello, how's it going? Oh, good evening. I built a character like that in Champions. Basically, just grabbed a whole bunch of pet abilities, and stacked them.
Was that your Cookie Crusader one?
Yeah, the Cookie Crusader guy.
I kind
He's
of
pretty
remember
funny.
y'all's stuff.
It's not like your robot flying fortress though. That's pretty awesome because I don't know that there's a mobile shield type ability that you can get in Champions.
Well, the ultimate part of it is it untouchable,
Mm-hmm.
and this isn't PvP zone. I mean, it was just hilarious.
Greetings.
Hello.
Howdy.
How goes how goes the neck of the woods?
Not bad, not bad. I am playing Sparky, aren't I? There you are.
I got the Ryan Reynolds phone plan. He sold me a phone and a year of service for less than $350.
I still have a Verizon plan that I picked up when I was working at the school, and they gave the school faculty and staff a discount. Never lost the discount. The apparently the justification for that is that my account is still active at the school. The email address and such. So okay, what are you doing? What are you doing, cat?
The Ryan Reynolds plan breaks down to $15 a month. I don't use almost any of it. So I always laugh when I get those little reports every month about your data usage and how much you have left. And it's like I haven't dented it. I'm just like, yep, that's right. Because it doesn't count when you're on Wi-Fi, you know.
Yeah. Well, I actually end up using mine quite a bit. You know, if I use my personal phone as a hotspot. The internet goes out, and I still need to work. You know, fire it up. The internet doesn't go out all the time, but when it does, it eats that real quick.
After falling back over last weekend on Monday, I left work like an hour early. It was the same time of day as normal, but it was an hour early, you know. Like, whoops.
Yeah, whoops. You're in the situation where you can make that up, and so it's no big deal,
yeah.
probably. Yeah.
There's a thing they have called core hours, where as long as you're there between 9 and 3, which is just like 6 hours,
Mhm.
you know, they don't really care if you put the other two before or after or on a different day, you know, whatever.
Howdy, Miss Pegg.
Hello, y'all.
How goes today?
Greetings.
Going all right. Got a few errands done. Tried out a new sushi place. Gonna wipe the party. It's gonna be a good time.
Wow. You had a productive day.
Found out if
Been
this
my-
place was a good idea in a few hours.
Well, I was not expecting Chris to stay behind by himself, so that was kind of what, or to fill that role. That's really what tied it all together. So it's like, ooh, Hercules. It's one of those I can't tell if Roll20's favoring me or y'all or just doesn't care. Like,
I think it just doesn't care. It really, it's like it's an agent of chaos, and it's just whatever.
yeah, I would agree with that.
And speaking of Chris, I'm not sure where he is this evening.
I think he is planning on celebrating his wedding anniversary still.
Okay. I didn't. Yeah. That would
So-
probably be it.
So he has told me he may not. If he does show up, I do have something for him to further along the story.
He was all kind of tied up anyway, so.
Yeah. So I told
All
him,
right.
don't worry about it. He's not really going to be the focal point of this. So it's
Yeah, everybody else is dying.
exactly. So all right. So fresh recap. Took the special job from Max to figure out this low level gang that's doing way better than they should be doing. Find their operation. Sparky and Xander sneak in via the sewers. Find out what's going on. Sparky heads back to tell the group. Some go in and notice Max is gone and then get ambushed. Those that did not go with Sparky have taken out the goons outside, and that's where we find you. You hear just jumping right back in. So about a little bit, Regan, you have all taken out the goons or incapacitated them outside, and all you hear inside is just gunshots. It is a firefight inside.
All right. Well, let's go figure out what the hell's going on.
All right. So let's get y'all going then. So back to
Oh, the sheets changed a little bit. Nice.
where is it? No. This one, yes. All right. This is the map. Okay. So I've just kind of made it open just for sanity's sake. So you are all the way over to the right. Oh, I'll reveal that. All right. So you see these two goons right in front of you are shooting into what looks like a closet over here, which is where Sparky, Alonzo, and Jane have been were trying to sneak in and got caught and kind of got cornered. And everyone is exchanging fire right now between these two groups.
Well, as big as Jane is, her footsteps are probably really easy to hear.
So, looking at the map here, there were quite a few of the goons outside. Where are they now? I mean, you just see the two here that these guys pinned down. And we really don't know what's in this big room yet.
Exactly. So
So yeah, I'm concerned by that. You know, I would have expected. Yeah.
This one.
Whoa. Go Alonzo.
Yeah.
I don't think it registered on the turn order, but yeah, I'd give him that.
I'm just going to put them on here myself.
You know, I don't remember being in such dire straits when last we left off. My memory bad?
We weren't on the outside. It was those folks that were on the inside. They they kicked over the ant hill.
Gotcha. So we don't know then, is what you're saying.
Well, we'll find out here in a moment.
Two from there, but so you technically got a 3. Just making sure everyone got in here. All of a sudden, everything kind of came trickling in on my end. Okay. So, all right. So, kicking everything off, Alonzo. So, you are all cornered. You have 2 people currently suppressing you. You're the solo. What do you do?
What can I do?
Okay, so you can shoot, you can move and shoot, you can throw a grenade if you have one. You can just run out there and charge them and hit them with something.
Oh shoot.
So, and like I said, if you want to move closer to that door, so you're closer, you can and still shoot. Okay. So you're shooting at that one. Let me get my old table of contents out.
Courageous fellow putting himself in the line of fire for me. That's awesome.
He's a good guy. All right, let me do this. So I think you're only needing. All right, you got him. Let's see. Doesn't have damage on yours. Interesting. Let me look at your character sheet and see what is. That's a normal pistol or a heavy pistol. Heavy pistol. All right, hold on. All right, I'll just roll the damage for you. See what I get. Oop. All right. Let's see if you can dodge. All right, cool. Okay, it did twice. Cool. All right. So missed him. And they will actually shoot back at you. Because they don't know other people are in here right now. So first one is shooting a rifle. All right, so on your character sheet, Alonzo, there should be a tab that says under skills, will be fighting, and it will say evasion. Almost. All right, so you take 4 damage, but if you have armor, it doesn't exceed your armor, you're fine. Which I think you should be okay. Cool. All right. So next guy's gonna shoot you. He's got a rifle as well. So go ahead and make another evasion, Alonzo. All right, so you dodge that. All right, so Jane, you're up next.
That guy right there.
All right, go for it. All right, so see if he dodges. Barely, but he did. All right, Sid. Let's see. He is going to stand in front of Ludwig because he's good at his job. And he is going to shoot this guy. Actually, he might club him. No, he'll shoot him. That's more fun.
How flammable is this place?
What's that?
How flammable is this place?
Very.
Okay, so it's a do not set fire to.
Go ahead. Feel free.
All right.
It's
I mean,
not
that's
our
what
place.
that's what Xander was going to do first.
All right. So he's going to spend his turn changing out 2 incendiary rounds.
Okay, so you're doing that.
He doesn't want to get between Jane and Alonzo anyways.
Okay.
And I'd argue if Sid was good at his job, he wouldn't be taking part-time work from me.
Well, you got to remember this is Night City. All right, so Sparky's doing that. Okay, 3D.
Okay. We don't know what the situation is. We just know that we have 2 guys in front of us in a crossfire.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll pull out the heavy pistol. I have armor-piercing ammo in it.
Okay.
I haven't looked up the effect of that since I got it, so I don't recall. But I mean,
I think it does additional damage to armor, like it negates.
All right, here you go. We'll call it this guy right here, the close guy.
Okay.
Add blacks 1 more point of armor.
Yep. Okay. 19, I'll hit him. So let's see if he dodges.
Did
No.
Sid say stop or I'll shoot before or after shooting the shotgun?
It doesn't matter. He turned off his body cam.
Hit malfunction. Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he dodged. Okay. Critical success. All right, Ludwig.
If I have an opportunity to shoot at people, I'm very excited.
I'm assuming that's this gentleman right here.
Yes, the easiest one to shoot at.
Okay.
I'm well aware of my limitations. Quit doing that, by the way.
I can't do it. It's
He
all
is not the easiest one to shoot at. Look at that.
that's twice. Same guy
Mhm.
twice.
You've got 3 critical evasions in the chat log right now. So
That just means I'm gonna have 3 critical failures coming up soon. It's just statistics. That's what's gonna happen. May not happen next
It means
round.
we will have 3 critical failures soon.
I don't.
I'm not sure statistics apply to Roll20 algorithms.
No, it doesn't. Roll20 does what it wants. It does not care for whom the bell tolls. All right. Back to Alonzo. Let's see. All right. So, Alonzo, you do have a shotgun that will do better at close range and does more damage. You wish to use that?
Let's see it.
Okay. So, if you scroll down, you'll have a section that just says weapons, and it's and that's where you do your attack rolls through on your character sheet. It should just be, it'll be past the skills tab. If you keep going down, you'll see weapons on the left, and you'll have an attack bar. Yeah, like that. All right, that's close enough to hit him. Let's see if he dodges. He won't. I'm not rigging this. I'm not rigging this. This is exactly how the book wants him leveled. I didn't do that.
That's what everybody that
4.
rigged things says.
I'm gonna start having a board, and it's just gonna have a counter. How much
PC's killed.
Yeah, how many times the algorithm for Roll20 hated the player characters?
Hello, Jason.
Hey, Jason.
Hey, I'm just listening in.
Howdy.
Can you tell Pegg to quit being mean to us?
Howdy, sir.
Come on, man. Could you please quit being mean to the PCs? We don't need any deaths.
I'm not trying to kill him. In fact, if anyone's to blame, it's Chris for not coming back and staying with the group. He stayed by himself and got kidnapped, and we can talk crap about him because he's not here.
Which Chris are we talking about?
Meeks.
Well, I've gotten used to Meeks being staying behind or getting behind. So that sounds like him.
He yeah, they discovered a pretty intricate meth lab operation. He stayed behind while his partner went back, failed a perception check, and got kidnapped. So no one knows where he is. So these guys, they're gonna move. And that one will shoot at Regan. No, he won't. And this one will also do the same. Regan's just the biggest person up close. All right. Cool. All right, so that's both of them. All right, Jane. You've noticed the guys have kind of shooting at you, have kind of cleared out of the way. All right, see, now these are getting normal. All right, good news ahead for y'all. All right, Sid will now say, freeze or I'll shoot. Okay, so there's that. Sparky.
All right, Sparky is going to, let me see here. Sparky is going to move in, fire, and move out, if that is an option.
Yeah, so you can move, shoot, and keep moving. So from where you're at, you would end up about right over here.
Yeah, okay. So he's going to, at this point, ouch, and then he's going to proceed to
Okay. Throw a grenade. Let's see if they. Nope, not that one. Dive out. If not, they're going to get hurt. So first guy, nope. Second guy, nope. Okay. All right, so that hurt them pretty good. All right. So let's move on to Damone.
So is there a raging fire someplace now? Or?
no, that was just a regular grenade.
And it was at these guys?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
I'll move up
I did not want to set fire to the room that we were going into.
again, I don't know what's in that room. I see that you tossed the grenade and you made good contact. So I'm going to get here and throw a flashbang past them. Because again, I'm concerned that, hey, those guys had to go someplace and they're probably all there set up for an ambush. And then where the hell is some cover around here? I guess
Okay,
I'll move over here.
Yeah, so this area is like a double door. Just one door's kind of closed at the moment. It's kind of a typical old steel door. That's just a normal concrete wall right there. So that's probably the best cover you can find right now.
All right.
Sparky wants to take this door and be behind the door.
Okay, so everyone kind of sees Sparky kind of open that and kind of get behind it. All right, and Damone, do you do anything else, or are you just moving to cover?
Well, like I said, flashbang.
Okay,
Before I
So-
move, I'm going to toss a flashbang behind those guys.
gotcha.
And Dan, if I know what you want me to roll for it.
Athletics,
Really?
I believe. So.
Yeah, do that, athletics.
Okay. It's probably going to be body. This will be fun.
So this one will be all right. We'll say that goes off. Okay, so everyone who's not prepared, everyone sees Damone run, throw something, and blinding flashlight goes off right here. Ludwig, you're protected because you just see Sid turn around and like hug you, like bear hug you, so you're not affected by the flash. So all of a sudden you see there's three individuals right here that are, or two individuals, sorry, they're just kind of dazed and confused right now.
So, I'm trying to decide how much I see in that other room, but I don't know. But I'm just gonna run past Sparky and shoot this guy as I go over.
All right. and make your roll. And that guy takes it because he can't evade. He's blinded.
Okay.
Sparky shouts, I need you all to cluster together. Not talking to the squid.
Us or them?
Them.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
I doubt they're going to listen to Sparky.
They could be very willing to listen. We didn't try talking to them. We just started shooting at them.
All right. So, Alonzo, you notice that friendlies have come in, and you hear Sparky say, "Hey, cluster together." From Sparky. How? What do you decide to do?
I'll do what he says.
All right. Well, you can move him over to where Sparky is, and if you wish, you can shoot at the two individuals here on the way over.
Dude, them, not us. Go cuddle up with one of them.
So you can, Logan, you can roll another shotgun attack if you wish. All right. So one of them will take that. This guy. All righty. So, let's see. Trying to see what I can roll for them. All right, so one of them gets out of the doorway. One does not. Jane.
Move up here so I've got a clear line of fire on this one here. I'm not shooting Damone. Yeah, that one.
He's still dazed, but he's now bloodied. All right.
Move back under cover.
Gotcha. Okay. Sid's going to move up and shoot this guy and say, "You broke the law." At the same time. And that will actually kill him. Knocks him back into here.
I was kind of hoping he would just keep saying freeze every time he shot.
Yeah, I mean, they're saying freeze, freeze. I mean, eventually they do.
And he'd be honestly able to say if anybody asked him in by later in investigation, did you ask them to freeze? Yeah, I did repeatedly.
Every time. They never did.
I have labeled Sparky so you can differentiate between him and the other red shirts.
Well, also, luckily enough, you have your name too underneath you.
Oh, I have names hidden. Unless you mouse over them.
All right. So, actually, it's your turn.
There we go. He's going to move behind Sid so it doesn't And then who is this fellow right here? What does he look like?
He's got a gun.
Well, shoot him. Let me see here. How far can I get in there? No, I don't want to do that. Let's see, how far is he away? That's what I want to know. Oh, yeah, he's going to move just up enough to be in be in range, and he's going to fire off shotgun blast at him. Incendiary ammo.
Yes.
Yes. What does the incendiary ammo do?
Okay. So, fun fact. It hits and it can set you or the person on fire, so it does additional fire damage. I want to say it is a D6. Check.
Until your target spends an action to put themselves out, they take two damage directly to their hit points whenever they end their turn.
Yeah, so it's good stuff. So you're shooting that guy.
And once he's done, he's going to step around that door. Not much type of this time, though. Did I say he was done? Had my mic muted.
All right, so you set that guy on fire. All right, Damone, you see there is now a shrieking man on fire.
Okay, is this door open? Or
You
kind
can
of
you can open it if you want. There's no resistance to it.
I just want to from where I am, I just want to see inside. Well, no, Sparky's using it for cover.
There is a little window, like a little glass you can look through if you wish?
Yeah, let me get up there, look through, scan the room real quick. And after that, I want to go back. Jane, what the hell's going on? Rather than
Alrighty.
taking action to shoot something that I don't understand, I want to find out what's going on.
Gotcha. So I'll also let you roll a perception check as well, just see if you see anything crazy.
Yeah. All right. Perception. Where's perception? Where is perception actually?
I think it's under the awareness tab. Yeah. And skills under awareness.
All right, there we go.
If you can't find it, you automatically fail.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So, anything crazy?
Okay. So if you pan all the way over to the left, you notice there's another entryway over here. That's it. The doors you're in and those doors, that's it. It's the only two entrances and exits in this whole area that you see.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'll point everything out that you know. So this is a huge operation. This is mainly drugs they're making. And you see there's actually some unarmed individuals in here. All these blue-coated people. There is a flaming guy next to a very dangerous chemical setup.
Oh boy.
But this is like a very organized operation going on in here. There's definitely different things cooking and being made in here. And unfortunately, innocents are going to be in the crossfire.
So what are all this from, like a 1 or 2 second look? So the blue shirted guys, what are they doing? Hiding under tables now or what?
So they're kind of frozen in fear.
So they're still standing?
They're kind of they're in those positions, but they're not underneath anything or behind anything. They're kind of like ducking down.
Okay, got it.
These are the guys in their underwear making the drugs, right?
Yeah.
And then a large number of
them
goons.
with blue coats.
Now, I remember how many goons we had outside. How does the number of goons in here compare to the number of goons we had outside?
Lots. So you do a quick check of what you can see. And from your vantage point, you see 1, 2, 3, 4. One on fire. Just right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
4. No telling how many others. So there, and you still have.
I know probably already guards in here anyway. So did I notice Big Bad over here?
You do, because he's so tall. He actually stands over. So you see this 5th individual. You have no idea what he's doing or what he's about.
Okay, Jane, what the hell's going on? This is a Charlie Foxtrot. As I say,
yes,
not
it is. We showed up. Xander was not here, and Sparky walked over and opened the door, and there were 2 guys standing there, and they pulled guns on us.
Okay. Oh, give me your cat. All right, buddy. All right. Well, that answers my question, and that's probably the only action I can take. Come on, buddy. Here you go. Ha ha. He's off.
Ludwig will do the opposite of Damone, and he will run by shooting at people without knowing what's happening. And he'll shoot at the fiery guy.
Okay. Yeah, so that hits because he's on fire screaming. Ah! Oh, God. Ah!
Keep running by, so he's in cover on the other side of the door now. And he's just going to run back and forth like that. Run past the open door, shoot, go to the other side repeatedly.
Gotcha. Okay, so that guy's bloodied and on fire. That's a double whammy. All right. So
no, that's good. Cauterizes the wounds.
Okay. So that being said, you hear big booming voice. Somebody get that clogging idiot away from the lab. And you see one of these, someone out of the shadows just come nab this guy and like dunk him in these tanks to extinguish the fire. So he's no longer on fire. It's a miracle that he didn't set off the lab, but I think it's more detrimental if the labs went up with you still here. So you hear that same voice go, "Oi, I don't know who you fools think you're fooling with, but if you know better, you'll get out of here right now."
Well, I have a response, but there are like 6 people before me who can shoot things.
So if you wish to speak, you can. This is kind of like a
We just
like
want
a-
our man, and then we will leave you alone. And I think you just pointed out the off switch. So understand that there's a threat to you too.
Oh, you see, I have insurance. And you, if anyone's looking, you see he grabs one of these innocents and goes, "You blow up the lab, you blow them up too."
It does kind of suck, yeah, but it's still the off switch.
Maybe, but we're not giving up.
All we want is that one fella that you took.
Nah, that's out of my hands.
Well, where is he? Whose hands is it in? We'll talk to them.
To talk to them, you gotta kill me.
We'll come on out in the street. We'll do it.
No. I'm not coming to you. You came to me. You coming in, you fight me.
Well, don't really feel like coming to you neither.
That's gonna be a slaughter then.
I don't think so. You see, you got a whole bunch of people in there, ton of goons, ton of people that are just working on your lab. Now, from what I can see, they're just scared out of their minds. They think they can't run, they can't hide. And they're right. They really only got one choice. Knowing that we aren't going to give up ourselves, they had damn well better fight.
Oh, we're gonna fight. We'll fight to the death if necessary.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't talking to you. Let's see here. Where's the button? Hey, give it. Too many buttons. Oh, yeah, there it is. All right. I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to all those damn poor fools in there, the folks working on the lab, your goons, who are just going to flat out be in a world of pain and shit if they do what you say and fight to the death, because that's what it's going to be for all of us. If I were them, I think there's one person here that needs to go down. Only one. And then we can talk to the people that have our guy and leave. Everybody get it?
So when you do that, there is a pause. And there's a silence. And you're kind of going, "Come on now. Do what I want you to." And you hear a gunshot go off. You hear a body go down.
Need to see what's going on. So walk over to that window.
So you see this gentleman stagger out and fall down dead. And this individual with a big handgun go, "Anybody else tries to mutiny, end up like him."
Anybody else who doesn't ends up like him.
So you've actually gotten this guy interested. He comes around where everyone can see him. Now, this guy's very big, and he's very, good word to say, very cyber decked out. He's got, obviously, cyber arms. Very...
And I'm whispering to Sparky, "Sparky, EMP, get ready."
He goes, so that guy goes, "I'm not the boss in here. The boss is better than I am and more powerful and knows everyone.
All right.
If you all surrender now, I'll ensure you can talk to him alive. If more blood is shed, it's not going to be good for either of us. So
Well,
why
how's
don't
it
you
good for us if we just surrender?
You
That
won't
means
be
you
dead.
I didn't think you heard me the first time. Now, friend, I don't necessarily want you dead either. Like I told you, I just want to walk out with my friend.
And he once again, he goes, it's not my call.
All right. Well, then, you know what we need to do. Or rather, you know who we want to talk to. Let us talk to him. You don't have to be all high and mighty and stand your ground to the death. You made your point.
Well, that you see him, he gets closer, actually. And he goes, and he's dragging one of these guys with him. And he goes, no, no, no. It's my job to keep this place running.
Sparky, go now.
And I'm going to do it. So, hey, Thor. So, Alonzo, you hear this guy threatening. What do? Do you want to peek out and look and shoot at the guy? What do you want to do? You're looking up the pages.
I'll look around the corner and take a shot at him.
Okay. So go ahead and do that. Make your roll. Thank you. Want to help me, DM? All right. So
This guy.
So he runs in with this guy in hand, drops him, and he is going to swing on Sid. Let's see if Sid evades. Sid evades. So they're locking combat. At that point, Sparky, you shoot. Point blank rage. An EMP grenade.
Do you like the cat?
Yeah. Which basically just goes, so
Ow, my new eyes.
yeah, pretty much. Anyone just in this area, which that's Simone, Sparky, Sid, Alonzo, and the guy. Here, you want something lighter, Thor? Here, take this one. This one's lighter. Let's do that one. If you have any cybernetics, they are disrupted, including Biggin, because you basically embedded an EMP in his right arm. All right, well, that guy's being extinguished. Okay, Jane.
I don't quite understand the math in this game. How did I get it 20?
No, 66.
Yeah.
And
Just
you
rolled
rolled
enough.
2 of those were 1s, and 2 of those were 5s, and 2 of those were 4s, and blah, 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 20.
Math.
Oh, that's damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, never mind.
Yeah, that's your damage. You hit him point blank. You hit him.
Right.
I'm going to give you the hit.
That was only a 14. Gotcha.
And panic. You go, ah! So Jane, you smell ozone and see a big hulking behemoth of a man and Sparky going, ah.
Lovely. Hold on just a second. I want to check something here.
On E, I'll have you roll to install his eyes. So Sparky wasn't operating on himself.
Is this guy dressed like Steven Seagal?
Yes, but unlike Steven Seagal, he can actually fight.
Ooh, I'm gonna tell Steve what you said.
I'm not afraid of him. All he would do is be like, my hands, I have to register them anytime I take a flight because they're weapons. I'd be like, no, they're not. I've seen your
So he's very disoriented, right?
Yeah, so big guy, his arms are like immobile right now. Actually, one is frozen out with a bat in the hand mid swing. The other one is also not moving. Sparky is kind of going this number. I can't see.
Okay, but he's probably
Yeah, this
Yeah,
guy hasn't
he's-
moved.
this guy hasn't moved. He's not moving very much because he's very EMP right now.
Yes.
All right. I put the barrel of my shotgun up against his head and pull the trigger.
Go ahead. All right. He's now bloody.
Multiply the damage that gets through your target's head armor by 2.
Yeah, he's he's bloodied. This guy has a lot of health. You kind of took him down by a lot. He's past his halfway point.
Silly.
All right, and then I will step back out of the way to clear the lane for everybody
Yeah.
else.
Yeah, he's
Do
not.
whatever they're going to do.
He didn't just reach halfway. He's in the danger zone. And you see Sid walk up and go, "No, it's like this." And he puts the shotgun there and goes, "I said freeze." That's what does the final coup de grace.
And when that happens, and he finally goes clunk, Damona walk into the room, look around at everybody. All right, anybody else want to end up like this guy?
So, and this, let's grab you. The innocent that he had, he goes, "Ah!" He just runs out.
And look at, guys, now's your chance.
Okay, so, okay, you know what?
And kind of fiddling with his ear because that ringing is bad right now.
Yeah. So you kind of hear the the clacking guns. Everyone moving into cover. Some are getting curious. Some are actually moving further back.
All we want to do is talk to the guy who runs the place so we can get our fellow and leave. Nobody else needs to go down. He said, we get through him, we can talk to the big boss. All right? Don't have any beef with you guys.
So
Man, what a tough crowd.
you hear that, and you hear someone from the back.
Okay.
I think that will be enough. Damone. You see this gentleman right here walking. He pushes that guy into the counter. He's
Oh,
unarmed.
Well, not seeing that, I put up my pistol.
When you do that, all the other people in here, they tense back up and put weapon to their shoulder again, aim.
No, I'm holster it.
Okay, so you see they kind of relax back down.
Yeah.
And he goes, "You see, you are quite gifted in twisting a tale and convincing people. Hell, you coming after my job."
Yeah, you can keep it, sir. I'm not interested in making these wares.
No, but somebody is. You wouldn't be here if you weren't.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I have a feeling who it is. Don't worry. I have gleaned much from your friend. He didn't voluntarily tell me he had no choice when you rape one's mind.
He's going to have a hell of a hangover then, if he's still alive.
Yes, well, I have one of the best in my employ. Now, I know who sent you here. I know who sent him to tell you to come here. And you can tell Max that there's nothing he can do to upend this. This is a machine that will continue to run even if I am dead. There's bigger parties involved behind this than even he knows. So if you want your friend back, that's fine. I will see if My doctor is done with him, and you can have him back. Now we'll let you leave. We'll call it even. Body for a body. Except, hopefully, yours is still living.
Dwayne takes off his hat and tips it to the gentleman. That is most acceptable.
So you see him on his wrist. He just taps something. He looks at it and nods his head and goes, well, your friend is finished and alive, luckily enough. I'll have one of my associates bring him in here. You see Xander being dragged in, literally dragged by his feet by this individual. This guy, full get, just takes the guy, just takes Xander, literally picks him up and just goes thunk over to you. Just throws him.
And Xander's
Well,
like 3'2", so Damone can carry him easy, right?
That's it. Yeah, Damone's not the strong man here, so he'll do his best to kind of hold him up. And how's he looking, just at a glance?
He's unconscious. You can't tell if he has any wounds upon him or anything just at first glance.
It's just all cyber stuff, yeah. So
when you get into Jane, she can see there's been incision marks, implants have been, something has been plugged up into him. There's significant, it's very precise. You can barely tell where they have drilled and hooked up a device to his head. Jane wouldn't really be able to tell what it was unless she saw what they did. All she knows is they did something to his head.
No, we're not going to find that out here. So the Mo would motion to Sid to, grab Xander and, sir, you're a man of your word. I appreciate this. You have me at well, you know my name, but I don't know yours.
I'm known by many names, but you can call me Famine.
And Damone just bows that to him and walks away.
And no one shoots at you. No one does anything. Everyone in there is calm. They let you leave. So I'll put this back to here for right now. So when you get out to the street, there's no other guards, nothing. Basically, Jane basically says we need to get him to a clinic. Any clinic, quick.
Let's do it. There's no reason to stick around here.
So if you make a call to Max, he knows the nearest clinic that you all can use.
Max, this is we have some information for you. I think we'll want to give it to you face to face, though.
I will meet you at the clinic. Get your associate over there as quickly as you can. I will be by momentarily.
No
Okay.
names in front of Xander's body.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me pull this in. Found it. Okay. So all the way down here. Okay. So Max meets you in a flying car, similar to the one that Sparky wrecked. And he opens the door to this clinic. It's kind of hidden. He basically unlocks it, lets everyone in. Jane is easily able to find her way in there, what needs to be done. And he pulls you over to the side. And he kind of goes, what happened in there? This is not normal.
No, it's not. Well, basically, we don't know what happened at the tail end to get Xander caught, but fill him in to everything else that we know, and leading up to the identity of the individual who finally let Xander go, and the fact that they did something to him. So your name is well known, and he had a message for you. This Theremin, was it?
Famine.
Yeah.
So
And
when you
relay the message.
So when you say famine, Max gets very quiet and reserved. And he just goes,
You have
he's
the
getting
look of a
mad.
man who's been duped himself.
I thought he did. Sick of blood. That bastard, he is still alive. The individual that you dealt with was a former fixer like me. We came up together, worked together, bled together. I see the old man is dead, and this demon has taken his place. He is one of the four. He's pulls out a flask, takes a sip, puts it back in. He kind of comes back and goes, I see. So this is what my penance is for being so successful. You dealt with one of all we know in our community is the Horseman, based off the four horsemen of the apocalypse. It's a Christianity thing. Not many people around here would care much. But there are the four of them: war, famine, pestilence, and death. We thought them just boogeyman stories to keep us in line, to not shoot beyond what we are meant to be. But it seems that you have seen at least one and lived. Good sign. But now you have target upon your back. All of us do. They knew who you were and who I was. They know of all of us. And if they did what I think they did to Xander, we are in deep shit.
Well, if you know what they did to Xander or have a good idea, why don't you go talk to Jane real quick?
I will, and I will come back and explain. So, Jane, you are stabilizing Xander when Max kind of just comes in. And he is respectful. He's not barging into your workspace. He kind of stands to the side and goes, I think I know what has happened to your compatriot. You see, they did a reverse brain dance upon him. Now, to Jane, you would immediately know what a brain dance is, because this is sort of a thing that's done in most brothels now, where the headset is attached and people are taken to a virtual reality where you can feel, sense everything. And it has been known that if someone good enough can actually record what that person is seeing and alter it, or kind of use it to see into the area. But he explains that this is more than just a brain dance. You'll see, Jen, they take it and directly implant it into the mind. And instead of them projecting images that he can see, they go and forcibly take images from his mind. I don't know how much they saw, but it doesn't take long. They could have seen everything from his birth to now, and everything in between. If there is anybody that he knows that needs to be kept secret, when he comes to, tell him. He will survive this. But he should know that anything he was keeping hidden has now been exposed. And you see him kind of just walk out, hands out like that too. Walks out. And he comes back and kind of relays what he just said to everyone in the room of what they did. They literally raped his mind. They're filling with things that is very taboo. He kind of, after he's done presenting this, he kind of puts his hands down and takes another drink from his flask and just goes, "A horse memorial. This is worse than I thought." And he turns back to everyone and goes, "Do not worry about that lad. It will be dismantled and moved somewhere else."
I certainly wasn't worried about it.
Famine. That means if he's working that lab, that means pestilence or plague as he's better known as. Yima, he is nearby, or closely working with this individual. Death must be the doctor he is referring to working upon this. And I can only hope to God that you killed War. That was the individual whose head you blew off.
Mm-mm.
But that would be all too lucky. No.
He was just a big brute.
Yes.
He was talking to Famine as his boss. I don't think War has a boss.
And that means that Ward will be armed of response to what we did. So Sparky, you can see now.
So, about what he said about you, who got you into this?
You see him kind of shake his head and kind of, he's not really throwing off this bravado anymore. And he kind of turns away and walks. And he puts his head down and goes, "I was not born on the streets. I was born in the USSR. Quickly, soon after, I was raised in a star scraper high above this city. Both of my parents worked for a corporation, a very successful one. I grew up in luxury. Everything I could ever want as a child was given to me. But not all stories are perfect. My family was betrayed. My father was killed by someone that wanted his position and was not willing to let it just go away. All I had left was my mother. Somehow we escaped, but we were on the streets. People unused to hard life. I grew up very quickly. My mother did not. She died. The streets were too rough for her. She was too weak, too frail. I have fought for everything I have ever had. It's like I have taken what I deserve. And I have found a place where I can put my skills and my knowledge to use, making Night City better. Better, you can fix this shithole. At least ensuring that other people cannot live a life like I did. And if that means setting off another nuke, so be it. But I am not that extreme. I was chosen by an individual, a corporal, if you will, to find the best of the best and create our own private army. Me and Famine, as you know him, we came up together, worked together, and were part of this army. I have done horrible things for a cause that I thought would make Night City better, a cure. It wasn't. This was a ruse, a lie. We were killing innocents, clearing ways for corporations to take land, take over areas, and do what they do best, ruin everything. So that is why I'm here now. I'm trying to make amends and make things right. If that means taking out gang members, if that means blowing up a lab, then so be it. I'm trying to redeem myself. I'm not doing that good of a job. The past is no longer the past. It is no longer buried. And I fear that we will face the devil himself. For that is the man that hired me. So, if you wish to leave, you can. I hold nothing against you. I did not think it would come to this. That is so much above you. But if you wish to stay, I will provide protection. If you wish.
Now, Damone was standing there with his arms crossed and kind of a severe look on his face until the last thing Max just said, provide protection. And then he just gets a grim little smile on his face and he says, well, Max, I think in the past minute, provide protection is the first lie you've said to us.
No lie. If you no longer wish to work for me, I will have Jamar create new identities for you. And you can go on living your lives as if nothing happened. If you wish to stay, I have a facility that we can all move to prepare for this fight. If you don't want to stay there, I can't force you. But it is something I've been working on in certain such emergencies. Once again, I leave the choice to you. Some of you may be safe on your own. Some, they may not even care. If you wish to take the risk, you can. But if you want to ensure that there is no more risk to you, you no longer have to look behind your back.
I don't think you understood what I said. There ain't nobody who can provide protection to anybody in this town. Now, you just had the grace to actually tell the truth, as far as I can tell. I can't exactly, look at the records of your life or nothing, but you didn't have to tell us all that. You could just said, I have another job for you, and we could have walked or not. But you've tried to lay out the risk profile in a way that's digestible. And I don't care where you come from, and I don't care if you were born on a silver spoon, which is kind of an odd thing to say for a communist nation, or what. And I feel sorry for what happened to you after that, but you're not the first person to be shat on and lied to. No, for my part, and I'm not going to speak for the others, I'm more concerned about where this takes us next. Because there is no turning back now. You like to think there is, but there isn't. That guy knew my name, knew your name, knew your history. I don't think anything Jammer does is going to stop these people. We're in it. Plain and simple.
So he kind of gauges the room and just sees how everyone else feels about what has just transpired and what has just been kind of told. Do you feel the same that 3D feels? Like, not wait for the fight to come to you, but go to it? Or any questions?
Why are there two Sparkies?
He hasn't quite fixed his ocular yet. He's seeing himself in double, but everybody else is normal.
See, I didn't even know he was already on the map. He
The
was
real
there.
The real Sparky is messing with the electronics in the vending machine.
I didn't even see that. I was like, what? What are you talking about? Now there's only one.
Did they merge into one? Those that ran each other and melded?
There's been tales that this particular clinic is haunted and that things aren't what they appear. Probably just saw a mimic. It's all right.
Yeah. Ludwig and Sid are like, yeah, it's always a good idea to get ahead of a problem. Sid has lots of heads that were problems. Oh, I'm not supposed to tell you that.
Well, I mean, everyone has seen his handiwork with a scattergun. He did say freeze though.
A lot.
He's going to nickname his shotgun the long arm of the law. Well, if everyone is willing to take Max on his offer, he essentially gives everyone an address. And he, it's sent out. And he tells everyone, go to your homes, grab any equipment that you need. Meet me here. Jammer will provide overwatch. She's already monitoring the situation. If there's a threat, she will warn you and give you instructions. I will stay here with Jane and Xander. We will transport them ourselves. And fade to black. All right. There you go. End of season 1 of Working Title.
Very good.
More questions than answers, I'm sure.
So when he tells Sparky to grab his stuff, he's like, "Do I need my vehicle keys?" You got like a trailer full of stuff that he can work on.
He'd help you bring the whole shop.
That'll work.
But unfortunately, Chris wasn't here to enjoy that, but I'll fill him in next time I see him.
Well, that's why we record these things too. So he'll get to see it. Does he know what happened to his character though?
No, I kind of left him in the dark. I said, I told him I'd text him if I killed him.
Okay.
So
you might as well go ahead and text him. Yeah, you're dead.
You can make a new character.
That's right. Yeah.
He wants to be dead.
Text him something innocuous so that he sees it gets a text.
I'll just be like, hey, I made you a new character. It's a cowardly bank manager that's become self-aware by putting on these cool glasses. And
I saw that movie. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I liked it too.
I started playing the game of identify the video game reference. We had a lot of them. I was just like,
and that was fun too. There was a lot of that in there.
Anybody remember the title?
Freeze.
That's awesome. That was my favorite character in the whole thing. You adjective.
do you know who his jerk of a boss was?
It was some bodybuilder that I think Ryan Reynolds actually knows.
No, the jerky boss that stole the game.
Taki Waititi.
Yeah. Guy that
Sure,
did a lot
butcher
of
that
the
name.
Star Wars and Mandalorian director,
Did Thor,
okay.
Love and Thunder, and Ragnarok.
I was like, this guy's good at playing a jerk. And then it was that guy. I was like, oh.
It makes sense. I just
Well.
want to stare down with my cat. I'm surprised. She was stalking over here, and I just eyeballed her. She turned away.
No, she was already distracted by something. She just secretly.
I'm the alpha now.
I posted a picture of Stanley, my monster repurposer.
Okay. Looks friendly.
Oh yeah.
Does he say Excelsior also?
I have no idea where I got the picture from.
Well, I have to say, Mr. Pegg, Working Title's been pretty enjoyable. You've managed to pace it well, and it's never been over the top, and it's all good. Cyberpunk has a problem with escalation. It always seems to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Whereas there's just so much that you can do without having to have to nuke Arasaka again. That sort of thing. So this has been good.
Thank you.
I like nuking Arasaka.
We might end up going there. Who knows? But I just remember. I don't know how many of you have played the 2077 game. But that it has that same problem. With escalation.
Yes, it does. And it's gotten even crazier now because of the Netflix anime film that they made in that universe. You can now just walk around looking like that character, but the normal game setting. So it's already just fourth wall breaks and everything. It's crazy.
Yeah, sure enough.
Skippy was fun. That's probably the funnest thing I've ever seen in a video game. Homicidal self-aware smart gun.
Mhm.
And here she is. Hello.
Thad was having fun playing this game. He just got that job working third shift and kind of threw off everything for his scheduling wise.
We can let him know that he told the guy to freeze.
Yeah.
I sent him a message telling him he was killing hunks in a meth lab. He'll be happy.
You betray the law.
Speaking of fourth wall, any of y'all watch She-Hulk?
Yes, that was,
Yeah, we did. We watched the whole series.
No, I didn't know that she was the first one to break the fourth wall, but I knew she had been kind of known for that. So I don't know. I guess there was a little bit of controversy over that ending, but kind of true to form for her.
I didn't perceive what she did as breaking the fourth wall as much as breaking the fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth walls.
There's no more walls.
There's no more walls. Yeah. I think my favorite part of that whole thing, at the risk of spoilers, was when they, the boss tells her to, she's about to transition from She-Hulk to regular or back, I forget which, and the boss says, "No, wait a minute. Wait for the camera to pan away from you so we can save in the special effects budget." What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And so sure enough, the camera goes away for a minute and then it comes back and she's regular size. So yeah. Yeah. That was pretty awesome.
Very realistic too. I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yes, absolutely. I found myself enjoying the whole thing, despite myself. Again, not a big superheroes fan, but when it's zany or comedic, yeah, I'm on board for that. It was pretty funny.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why anything superhero has to take itself so seriously. It's already
exactly
funny because here's this demigod just can do whatever they want. So it's like, why take it so seriously? Have fun with it.
Exactly. I totally agree with that. The other analog to that is, have you seen Andor?
I've started it.
I'm not gonna, no spoilers, but I think of the series since the movies have come out. I'm a huge fan of Mandalorian, but I love Andor. Andor doesn't have a single Jedi. Doesn't even mention the Jedi. Not once in the whole thing so far. It's the birth of the rebellion, and a key point is that the rebellion wasn't made by these magical people with light swizzle sticks. It was made by everyday folks who just wanted a better life. Not superheroes, just people risking every damn thing. And I love Andor for that. It's the adult Star Wars. And yeah, we'll see. I know it's getting another season, but we'll see how much tolerance there is for that. I think people want their swizzle sticks.
I kind of enjoy a film when there is no swizzle sticks. The Star Wars, it just seems better because it just gets kind of like you said, it escalates and gets way over the top, and it's like, okay, now everyone has a swizzle stick. Okay, swizzle sticks don't do what they originally did, but they're still swizzle sticks.
It becomes superheroes.
Yeah, it does.
And I like the lore and the storytelling, of the Jedi stories. That's all great and good, but when they actually have Jedi in stories, you're right. It's escalation.
I mean,
so
Rogue One, in my opinion, that is my all-time favorite Star Wars film.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Darth Vader is in it, but it's realistic. If you're going on a suicide mission, it's very unlikely you're coming back. My wife hates it because of that. It's like they all died. It's like, well, yeah. What do you think was going to happen?
And I really wish that the Andor TV series had preceded Rogue One, the movie, in terms of production, because
agree.
the first half of Rogue One was trying to catch up on these characters, and it was just hard. But then you hit that, when the actual second half, the space battle, the stuff in the ground, that was awesome, and I totally
Yeah.
agree with that. But if you'd had this grounding of Cassius Andor, through all of the series, all the stuff he's going through to get there, then it would have been much more impactful. In fact, I'm going to have to see Rogue One again, when the Andor's done, just to kind of piece it all together.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's good stuff. Something to look forward to if you haven't seen it. I was really expecting more defensive swizzle sticks. From the gallery, at least. So
I think it's kind of like the superhero movies. It's like, okay, we get it. We've had enough. Take a break.
I've seen a lot of sword fighting videos, like where they're trying to be realistic, talk about historical fighting stuff. Yet, of course, they're nerds, so they also like lightsabers, and they have all these arguments about, is there a weight to a lightsaber? How would you actually use it? And like they'll hold it out and like swing their hand real fast, because if it had no weight, they could just wave it around like as fast as they could possibly move their hand.
There was it became a two-parter, then it became like its own little short film through Corridor Digital. They have a series where they'll actually have experts in the film industry. These guys are all digital effects artists in their own right, and they'll have stunt performers come in. Anyone that's a stunt man or woman. They actually had a blade expert in not that long ago. They were actually making him look at all those. He's like, I'll break this down what it should be and what it looks like. And they actually with him made a short film of like a lightsaber dojo, like what it should look like and be. It was pretty good. Let me look it up.
Yeah, I like those guys. They have 2 older videos of what if Jedis were dicks.
Yes.
It's like 2 frat boy Jedis going around jerks to people. It is very funny.
They have one where it's like if normal people had lightsabers and they're just seeing what it can cut through. It's like, try the car. Oh my god! Like,
Oh, and very similar to what you're talking about, they had like a gun experts on, and like any movie that has gunfight scenes, they're talking about how you would see the flash first, then the bullet would fly past you, then you would hear the sound. And no movie shows those effects in that order, So they actually made like a little clip of a fight where they did it right, and it was really weird sounding, but it was really realistic, and it was kind of neat.
Yeah, they were talking because they would go over scenes and be like, no muzzle flash. It's like, that's not real muzzle flash, because they were talking about they had done a film series. There's that link of their little film. They had done a series, kind of like Battlefield, the video game series, and they were using blanks to try and capture as most realistic as you can get. And they're talking about like the camera shaking because it scared them so much, the sound and impact, like the camera shaking. They're like, you can't catch any of the muzzle flash on film because of how quick it is. So every muzzle flash you'll ever see in a film is always going to be digital.
Well, that makes sense.
I like them. I've liked this little. I think it's been going on for like a year and a half. They've been doing it. It's just kind of cool, just like people in the know, just explaining how the movie magic works and everything. It's kind of interesting.
Okay, first 10 seconds of that video, and he's turning his flamethrower and adjusting it.
Yeah, yeah. They're like, why does it just perfectly come out as a straight beam every time? They're like, shouldn't there be some tinkering in that?
Yeah, that's pretty hilarious.
Yeah, well, be well. You take care.
Yep, take care,
See
man.
you.
You have a good one.
Good night.
All right. Well, wait. crazy thing catching up. Okay, so I guess next week, cycle back around to Trek. Yeah, that should be fine. Should be ready. So, or at least more ready. I'll have to find a way to get Neff to stop chasing life forms around the ship. That's all.
Never.
Why would you stop? You want to find out what it is.
It could be dangerous, or it could be a tribble. One of the two.
Could be a dangerous dribble.
I joined partially because I had a sense of adventure and curiosity. Do you think I would like go for it?
Fair point. All right, guys. Well, thanks, Mr. Pegg, for the season of working title, and everybody else. We'll see you when we see you. Have a good one.
Okay.
Good night, y'all.
See you, everyone.